Hi, thanks for being here. I'm Matin Bagheri Najafabad and this is my first video of my channel. This channel is not about opinions, it's about understanding. Let me be clear from the start. This channel is not here to tell you what to think. It's not here to convince you of anything. It's here to slow things down, to look at power carefully, to separate motion from structure. Because the United States is not just a country on a map, it's a system, and systems needs to be understood before they're judged. This channel exists because America is not just politics. Politics is only what we see on the surface. Elections, presidents, headlines, but real influence comes from deeper layers, from legal institutions, from economic systems, from media, technology, and long-term decision-making structure. For example, when people talking about America, they usually talk about the president, but president change. Institution don't. The Supreme Court, Congress, the Federal Reserve, these shape outcomes for decades, not 4 years. Another reason this channel exists is because shallow narratives are dangerous. When complex systems are reduced to slogans, we stop thinking. We start reacting instead of understanding. History shows us this clearly. Misunderstanding power leads to bad decision by governments and by individuals. America is neither a myth nor a monster. It's a powerful, functional system. And if we want to understand the modern world, we have to understand how that system works. Everything on this channel is built on sources, not feelings. First, primary sources. That means original documents, the US Constitution, its amendments, Supreme Court rulings, official congressional records. When we talk about rights, power, or limits, we go back to the actual text, not summaries, not opinions. Second, institutions, not individuals. People matter, but systems matter more. So instead of focusing on personalities, we focus on how institutions function, how laws are made, how courts interpret power, how independent bodies influence the economy. That explain why similar outcomes repeat even when leaders change. Third, historical context. Nothing appears out of nowhere. Modern America is shaped by the Great Depression, World War II, the Cold War, 9/11, and 2008 financial crisis. Ignoring history creates false conclusion. And finally, logical analysis. We ask simple but serious questions. What caused this? Who benefits? What are the constraints? What happens long term? The goal is not speed. The goal is accuracy. On this channel, you will see 4 main things. First, history. Not memorized dates, but decisions. Why certain choices were made, what alternatives existed, and how those choices still affect us today. Second, institutions. We break down how American systems actually work, why power is divided, why states matter, and why courts can be more influential than elections. These are not theories. They shape real outcomes. Third, global impact. The dollar, trade systems, military alliances, technology platforms. These are not neutral. We examine how American power moves across borders, why many countries depend on US-centered systems, and what that dependency creates, both stability and risk. And finally, a cautious look at the future. No predictions, no hype, just careful questions. What is changing? What is staying stable and why? This channel doesn't promise certainty, it offers clarity. If you're tired of loud opinions, if you prefer evidence over emotion, and if you believe understanding power actually matters, if this approach matters to you, you're welcome to stay.